Snow drifts over a silent cemetery in Sendai. Archaeologists lift the crescent moon helmet of the one-eyed warlord. Date Masamune only to find his skull is gone. How does a 300-year-old head vanish? Not once, but twice. Stay with me, because the final clue may link the missing skull to an American occult society that still exists today. Chapter 1. The Grave Shock of 1952. 7 years after World War II, experts reopen Masamune's mausoleum to catalog bomb damage. The coffin is intact, grave goods untouched, locks unbroken. Yet the skull that once filled the famous helmet has disappeared. Occupation officials claim wartime looters, but U.S. military inventories list no confiscated human remains. Who could steal a skull without disturbing a single artifact? Chapter 2. The Rise of the One-Eyed Dragon. Travel back to the 1590s. 17-year-old Masamune charges into battle, his single eye blazing beneath a silver crescent crest. He subdues the entire Tohoku region, funds a samurai galleon bound for Mexico, and studies European muskets. Legend says his skull carries a deep sword, scare evidence of an unrecorded assassination attempt. If that mark exists, it could prove he survived a betrayal, only to become even more feared. Chapter 3. Occupation-era suspects. From 1945 to 52, Sendai hosts the U.S. 1st Cavalry Division. Black market art rings flourish. Declassified letters mention a project called Dragon's Eye, an intelligence mission to secure symbolic relics before Soviet agents can. A retired quartermaster recalls a samurai skull with gold, teeth packed in a wooden crate bound for California. Yet shipping logs show the crate left the port and never arrived. Where did it go? Chapter 4. The hair samples that vanished. Fast forward to 1999. Conservationists swab hair fibers from the helmet, lining for DNA analysis at Tohoku University. Mid-flight, the sample envelope arrives torn open hair, missing envelope intact. Security footage shows no human tampering. The courier quits, muttering about men in dark suits. Who risks a felony for a few ancient hair sunless ritual? Cloning or black market DNA is at stake. Chapter 5. The Chicago Auction That Never Happened. In 2015, a Chicago auction house lists a skull cap, engraved with Masamune's crescent and the Latin phrase, Periculum in oculo unico, danger in the lone eye. Opening bid $50,000. Hours later, the listing is pulled provenance concerns. Freedom of Information emails reveal a protest from the Japanese consulate and a private American foundation claiming ownership. Experts spot Edo period saw marks, proof. The head was removed post-mortem for study. Chapter 6-4. Competing Theories. Occult collectors traded the skull for third eye power. Black Project hoarded nationalist relics to pacify occupied Japan. Date clan descendants hid the head from Allied desecration and lost track of it. Edo surgeons preserved it to study optic nerve trauma. But records burned in 1945. Drone cameras glide over today's Zuihoden, cedar trees whispering in the wind. One of these theories just gained a living. Witness a Cold War scientist who claims he X-rayed the skull in 1963 and kept the film negatives. Epilogue. Next week, we track that scientist and try to unseal the X-ray that could prove where the skull rests right now. Subscribe, hit the bell, and remember, history isn't dead, it's just missing a head.